I want everyone to take a look around them. Look at all the faces sitting around you, all the potential in this room. There are people in here who want to be doctors, who want to be engineers, who want to be nurses, and who want to be teachers. Next, I want you to put yourself in a place in Angola in Africa. Imagine in that same room there would be 4 less students sitting around you. 4 less faces, 4 less people with potential to become great. So after weeks of detailed research and a passion for this topic, I'm able to share with you information on the topic of childhood mortality rates. This is important because it makes us more aware of what's going on in the world around us. This in turn makes us a better world citizen, which has the potential to make the world an overall better place. So today I'm going to share with you what are the causes of childhood mortality, where these rates are the highest and where they are the lowest, and what's causing this, and what are we doing to make it better. So to begin, I'd like to share with you exactly what's causing so many of these deaths in children. I think it's pretty apparent to all of us that poverty is one of the greatest issues that we have overall in some of these developing and third world countries. In an article by a British newspaper by The Sun, published on October 2nd, titled The UN's Battle Against Poverty by Oyo Oje Baje, it says that 1 in 3 children don't have the adequate shelter that they require. It says that 1 in 5 children don't have the safe water or the adequate nutrition that they need to survive. So this also causes disease. Because they don't have the safe diet and they don't have the proper drinking water, malnutrition runs rampant in their villages. Because they don't have the proper shelter, they don't have the proper windows, doors, and everything that we have here in America, mosquitoes get into their homes and causes malaria in children. Because they don't have the proper sanitation, diarrhea and pneumonia are also great issues in these children. In that same article by The Sun, it also says that 1 in 7 children don't have the access to the health care that they need. This means for mothers and their new babies, often those babies don't make it because they don't have the adequate health care that they require. So next we're going to look into where the rates are the highest and where they are the lowest. In an article by NPR, which is the National Public Radio, that was published on September 8th, titled How Many Children Under 5 Die a Year in U.S. versus Angola by Christopher Grosskopf, it says that in Angola, 157 out of 1,000 children die before they even reach the age of 5. In Chad, 139 out of 1,000 die, and in Nigeria, 109 out of 1,000 die. That's over 1 in 10 children die. However, in Europe and in the United States, the rates are a bit better. In the United Kingdom, in France, Germany, Italy, and Austria, only 4 out of 1,000 children die, and in the United States, only 7 out of 1,000 die. So why is this? Why are these rates so much better in some of these countries versus in African countries? Well, in those countries, there's better health care, there's more wealth, which causes safer conditions, and there's less harsh living conditions. There's proper sanitation, proper food and nutrition. So finally, let's turn to a more positive note and look at what's being done to stop this and lower the rates. In an article by the Los Angeles Times that was published on September 23rd, titled The World Leaders Set Sights on Development Millennium Gains, Lead New Set of Goals on Poverty, Child Deaths and the Environment by Noam Levy, it talks about the Millennium Development Goals. This is a policy that was put in place by the United Nations that talks about ending hunger. They talk about fighting AIDS and HIV and helps to end extreme poverty. They plan to work on this over the next few years, and then in 2030 is when they plan to revisit it. There's also other groups such as UNICEF and other humanitarian aids that are working globally. They work within each other with other countries and about the world to make these things better. There's also charities that exist that we here in America can donate to. This money is taken by these charities and then put to use practically and personally over in those countries. So I want to close by having everyone take one last look around them. Look at all the faces and look at all the friendships that we've formed. I want everyone to be thankful for those things that we do have, because in other places, a lot of these children don't have the opportunity to be sitting in a college classroom. So today I've talked to you about what the causes of childhood mortality is, where they're the worst and where they're just a little bit better, and what's being done to fix them. So I want everyone to keep these children in their thoughts and in your prayers, and do the very best we can to help solve these issues. Thank you.